Hey guys, I'm back again. Right now with another topic: the Washington Redskins and Robert Griffin III. I want to talk about that. I have a lot of things to say about this team. Um, they benched him. They benched Robert Griffin III. Robert Griffin III is a second string, and the reason why he's a second string is because they cannot trade him because of the $16 million that he's going to be owed if he gets injured. If they trade him, the team that they traded him to is going to be responsible to pay him $16 million in case of a injury. Okay. Now, before I get into this topic in details, I want to encourage you to go ahead and hit that, slide up or slide across and hit that follow button because I'm going to be periscoping at least every day. So if you wanna watch me, or if you think this is interesting, if you think this is a good thing, if you want to watch more, don't forget to go ahead and hit that follow button. It is appreciated. Now, going into this topic that I already started, what is going on in Washington? And why did RG3 had to go into from being a starter into being a second backup to the former backup Kirk Cousins. Now, if you ask me, here's what I say. If you ask me, my answer, if you ask me why was that, is because, first of all, the head coach, Jay Gruden, does not believe in RG3. He doesn't want RG3 on the field. He doesn't want RG3 to lead this team. I don't think Robert Griffin III and RG3 go together. Okay, from the first day that Jay Gruden got to Washington. Okay, Jay Gruden was brought to Washington to fix Robert Griffin III, but Jay Gruden cannot fix Robert Griffin III. So what Jay Gruden did was find a way to get RG3 off the field. Now he successfully, you know, since he got him successfully out of the field and out of being a starter. Now we will see if the problem was Robert Griffin III or Jay Gruden. Okay, if this team does not do well, meaning does not go about, let's say, I don't know, 10-5 or something, just do something positive. I don't have them going to the playoffs. I don't have them winning the division. But if they don't show something positive, the fans are sick and tired of this, okay? The fans in Washington are sick and tired of losing, as any fan would be, okay? Uh, I think if the Washington Redskins don't get a decent record this season, I think it's the end of Jay Gruden in Washington. Okay, and honestly, if you ask me, will the Washington Redskins be able to succeed? Will ever be able to succeed? No, they won't be able to succeed, and here's why. Okay, as long as the owner Dan Snyder is there, I don't see the Washington Redskins being successful because I believe that With these problems that are going on in Washington, I believe Jay Gruden has a big part to play with this problem. Okay, now here's the thing. Okay, the Washington Redskins when Robert Griffin III was first drafted into the National Football League, the Redskins gave up a lot of picks, a lot of things. Okay, under Mike Shanahan, they, meaning Robert Griffin III and the team, did well. Okay, now will Robert Griffin III be able to succeed? No, he won't. Unless he finds a way to get a team that runs the kind of place that he wants. Because remember, Robert Griffin III came from Baylor, and Baylor runs bootlegs and read options, okay? Robert Griffin III has never ever played a game where he was asked to be in the pocket and lead the team. Okay, that's a whole new thing. If you're looking for a quarterback that is capable of being in the pocket and passing the ball and taking the hits that you know are going to come his way if needed, you're going to need to find a whole new quarterback. Because I'm telling you right now, Robert Griffin III is not the answer. Going back to why Robert Griffin III was not successful while in Washington. Okay, when he first came into the league, Mike Shanahan sat down with the owner, Snyder, and told him Robert Griffin III is not the answer. If we have a chance to get another quarterback, let's get another quarterback. The other quarterback was Andrew Luck. Okay? And you see what Andrew Luck is doing in the National Football League. Okay? And if you really ask me why Robert Griffin III is not successful in the National Football League, I would say because he's selfish. I don't mean personally. I mean when he gives when he talks to the media, he makes everything about him. He makes everything about himself. He makes everything about me, 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 me. It's not about the team. Okay? If you go back to last year, when he was asked, why aren't you not being successful? He blamed the offensive line. He put that offensive line, those people in the trenches, under the bus. If you're a quarterback in the National Football League, even if it's not your fault, even if you have nothing to do with the lost, even if it is a receiver, even if the problem with the receivers or the defense, you blame yourself. That comes with the position, okay? If you're not able to blame yourself, even if you're not the reason why the team is struggling, don't be a quarterback. That is the problem with Robert Griffin III. He puts others under the bus. And the offensive line and the receivers and his teammates are like, wait a minute. You clearly are not doing the things that you have to do, right? You clearly are not, reading the defense. And you come out here and blame us for the struggles and for the problems that you have when we're doing whatever we can to protect you and to give you the time that you need to be successful in this team. They'd be frustrated. And I don't blame them for being like that. Okay. Now, the last point that I want to make, the last point I want to make before I end this broadcast is: are the Washington Redskins going to be able to trade or release Robert Griffin III after the season? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, Robert Griffin III would have been gone, as I said before, would have been gone out of the Washington Redskins if he didn't have a problem with the injury money. Okay, he has $16 million guaranteed in case of an injury. Okay, and I don't think a team is desperate enough right now to take that chance with Robert Griffin III. Okay, now with Robert Griffin III be able to become a backup for a team and played out, yeah, but the money still will come in effect. And if you tell the owners in the National Football League that, you know what, we have a quarterback, but if just in case you get hurt, there's this money you have to give them, they're not going to accept it. They're not going to they're not going to take that chance. They're not desperate enough. The teams right now, the 32 teams right now, have the quarterbacks that they need. Their quarterbacks in place. They have leaders at their starting position and backups position. So if you're a Redskins fan, just hang on. Feel for you. You like this team, you love this team, and they're not just they are not doing anything exciting. There's a big problem in Washington. Here's what the problem: the teams in Washington are not doing well. Okay, and the fans are not going there because the teams are not doing well. The teams are choking right and left. This is not in the topic. This is off of the topic, but the Washington Nationals just choked last night, and the night before they gave a 6-point lead. They were leading 7-1. They lost. Okay, there's a big problem when it comes to Washington sports. So if you're a Washington sports fan, I want you to hang in there. Football season is here. And the last point I want to make, I know I said I keep saying I'm going to make the last point. This is the last point. The Washington Redskins, where do I have the Washington Redskins? The Washington Redskins are not going to be able to win anything. Not this season. The Washington Redskins are going to go 6-10. They are 31st in one poll, in a power ranking poll, and there are two polls. And in the other poll, they are 32nd out of 32 teams. So if you're a Washington Redskins fan, this is going to be a long season for you guys. I want you to stay in there. I want you to be motivated. I want you, I've been there. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. There were days where we didn't know what the Dallas Cowboys were gonna do. So staying there. There's a day will come where the Washington Redskins will be better. But before I end this broadcast right now, if you're watching this video after it's recorded, after I go off line right now, I want you to go ahead and hit that follow button. I'm going to be broadcasting every day for 16 weeks for the football season and the playoffs and the Super Bowl. And I will see if I'm going to keep broadcasting about sports when the football season goes out, which is about in 5 months. So if you're a new person and if you're watching this for the first time, and if you like what you see or you want to hear more or you want to see more of what I have to say, don't forget to slide across, hit that follow button, or slide up and hit that follow button. It's appreciated. Thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out.